Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Every week, you can have the conversations you've always wanted to have about the films you love.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you. Not another peep.
Get rid of your distractions and prepare yourself.
Then lock your door. 5, 6, crucifix.
You got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere.
Welcome everybody to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bonin here with you.
Scotty Bonin with you guys.
We are the
Blood Brothers.
And
The Rob.
O'Neil.
Horror
Halftime.
Horror.
I just said halftime for some reason.
Horror.
Horror show.
Horror intermission. Wait, I mean, no.
What?
Because halftime means intermission.
Yes. Here we are.
Rosemary's Baby.
Roe.
Mary's.
Well, he calls her Roe.
Roe. Yeah, that's right. He does call her Roe.
Roe.
1968. Rob, you were what, like 2 years old?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I was negative.
That's right.
God, I was negative 18.
Negative 18.
Never seen this.
You're good at math.
Never seen this movie. I've never seen it till now.
Yep, this is my first time watching it too.
Yeah, don't know why it took so long, but it did.
Yep.
I could have gone without seeing it twice. So
I'm sure
seen
that
it
if
before.
I were to watch it a second time, it would be seem a lot longer and a little more boring and like it's dragging. But since this was the first time I experienced it, I didn't know what happened. So it sort of held me the whole time.
Yeah,
you know?
me too. I mean, it started off slow, like Rob's saying, and but like you get involved with the characters, and I actually was like, okay, this is interesting, and I was paying attention pretty alertly throughout the whole movie. And then there's some really good parts too in it. It was a really well done movie, I think, especially for the time.
It's goddamn this movie. I wonder if I got like a longer, like extended cut, but it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Well, that's how long it is.
Jesus Christ.
It's a long one.
You didn't even watch the last 10 minutes.
I know. I got out of it.
But you have seen it before, so it's
No,
you know.
it's a good. Damn, this movie's long. It's still on in the background, and it's putting me to sleep. Like I mean, maybe because like I just rewatched like Evil Dead 2013 like a day or so ago, and that's such a fast paced, movie, and this
Great
is like
movie.
That. I mean, damn, Mia Farrow's boring. She's just so damn mousy.
We have to remember this is 1969.
68.
68. It's a different, era and different style of everything.
Different style of acting.
I actually thought that, so even though the film itself sort of seemed to drag out and take a while, I thought, especially in the beginning, that all the interactions and dialogue between people were happening really fast. I was like, they're just talking really fast to each other. Holy shit!
And
slow down.
There's a lot of cuts from like her going out the door, and then all of a sudden
Just be talking
she's in the door.
I'm like, holy shit! I don't think people conversate this fast.
Yeah.
It was going.
It was
fast.
really. It just had a really. They were trying to go. I think.
Okay, none of that. No yawns.
They were. Hey, it's like late here. Bro.
10:15.
Okay. I was up at 4:45 this morning. Okay.
Wow. That's
I'm out there trying to make the world a better place for everybody, surveying roads.
Good man. You're such a good man.
And shit.
You're the heroes of you're the real heroes of our nation.
Yeah, that's right.
Dang right. Put your little camera thing up, and you've got to survey it. Make sure it's all
not
flat.
it's not a camera, damn it. Okay?
What is it? A surveyor?
Yeah, you got your nice little selfie stick there.
Oh God. God. Nah, I'm not going to get into this.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, there's like, yeah, what you taking pictures of? It's like, it's not fucking pictures, man. It measures distances and angles. It's a theodolite base. It's you know what? It's not time or the
Selfie
place.
stick.
It's not fucking selfie stick. It
Look,
can't.
you'll be happy.
It's supposed to be locked in a specific place. It's not going to just move around all willy nilly. It's just, you know what? Mia Farrow sucks. Her nipples are weird, and she looks like a fucking alien.
Well,
and it just irritates the shit out of me. I don't even know why Frank Sinatra married her.
Did he really?
Did she?
Yeah,
Or did he?
that's Frank Sinatra's wife.
Oh man, I didn't
You'll
know
be happy
that.
to know that the original cut of the film ran over 4 hours.
Wow, that's a long time. Well,
This
I thought
is some like 1960s wannabe, like mind-blowing exploration, weird, trippy-dippy. It's just, God,
screws with your
I don't
mind.
think there was anything that was
This-
trippy dippy.
Oh, like when she's on the bed floating in space.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. A couple of those scenes, were a little unnecessary. I do.
Were a lot of unnecessary.
Yeah. Well-
That whole like butt cheeks walking down into. Then there was like some weird black sea captain, and I'm sure they were like 1968. Ooh, it's a black guy as a sea captain. That's gonna blow people's minds. It's like, shut the fuck up. This movie's supposed to be about witches. Like, why did they steal the baby again?
because
It's like the Antichrist, baby.
Yeah.
It's like the devil in the flesh.
It's
maybe?
like,
I don't know.
or it's the devil's baby.
Yeah, it's the devil's baby.
The devil's baby,
I
yeah.
also
And-
just kind of like watched The Witch, and at least in that one, they had the common decency to smash a baby into like raspberry jam and slather it all over an old naked woman.
Do they really in the witch?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
They don't show the baby smushing, but you see her like pounding, and then she's all like boobs hanging down to her fucking ankles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
See-
but I mean, like, this just didn't. The first time I saw it, maybe this is like a great example of that. The first time you see a movie like this, you can kick back and say, "Oh my God, this is just this monumental, classic, slow burn, dreadful movie." But then the second time you watch it, you're like, "This just." It just kind of sits there and it squats. Like I thought The Witch was a boring, like dreadful movie, but like The Witch is like Lethal Weapon Part 2 compared to
is
this.
it?
Well, see,
Like-
Rosemary and Guy, they were chosen to bear the child of Satan. So she had the son of the devil, and all these
But
people
why?
were there
Because he's
taking
supposed
out
to take over the world somehow with his
Adrian.
powers.
Adrian was the son of the devil's name.
But
And-
why did they choose these two?
Because I'm thinking the girl Teresa that got thrown out of the window, she might have been the first one, or she was crazy, and then she jumped to
I
her
don't
death.
really understand her death. I don't know if maybe they were trying to use her.
That was another one of those like quick talking scenes right there to where like I would hope any street smart cop would know that these two people were full of shit. Like, yeah, see, like, who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that? Who's that, Muffy?
Ruth and
oh,
John
dear,
are-
I believe it's our housekeeper. Oh, well, she's known to have bouts of depression at least once every 3 weeks. What week of the month is this, dear? Oh, this is her depression week. And the cops are like, yeah, go on ahead, see?
Yep,
yeah,
see,
we're
it's
cleaning
depression.
this up, see?
Yep.
Like, oh, good God.
I was thinking,
Yes.
because that's why Teresa, the babysitter or whatever, the lady living with Roman and Minnie, she might have been the first culprit to try to, conceive the devil's baby, but then she wasn't the chosen one. So immediately,
They had to have somebody
yeah.
as stupid as Mia Farrow to like pull the. I don't know. The biggest problem with this is why. Like, I kind of wish that there was a reason that Mia Farrow was special or that Guy was special, but it just seemed like, oh well, the Graysons nanny chucked herself out of that window, right? Yeah. We just got that cute young couple next door.
And they want to have a baby.
We'll drug the chocolate mousse, and then we'll run some kind of AARP retired senior citizens train on her.
Exactly.
I actually think that was the devil himself raping her.
There was
Which one? Wasn't he? Who's the devil?
You saw his eyes.
You saw his eyes,
and then you saw
his hands.
all the old people naked sitting around her while she was naked.
They were just having a AARP viewing party, not so much a
just
train.
Nothing but like wet, moist meat slapping just in the background.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just had all these old people, just sweating it out, and you had the devil.
That was gross. I'll give it that. That was
I like in times like that when I'm watching that scene, I just realized that they had to get 10 or 12 elderly people to stand there naked for that shot. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's kind of like my thing, though. I mean, this movie was made. This movie was 68, 69. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is like the time of really crazy movies back then. I mean, you're talking like Vanishing Point, you're talking Easy Rider, you're talking all these really weird, like, I guess, like exploitation type movies and craziness. Mm-hmm. And the only thing we got was weird, like flat chested Mia Farrow and a bunch of old people. Like we couldn't get like some like, like large chested hippie girls just wandering around, because they were in New York City. I'm almost certain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were.
New York City was just full of just naked hippies everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
It gave me something to look at.
Well, this was based off a book, Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin. And Roman Polanski obviously was the director and the screenwriter. And for some reason, he had this vision that Mia Farrow is the only one that could play this part.
Roman Polanski is the true Judd Crandall. You would have figured with his perverted mind that he would have come up with something better than this.
Yeah. I guess Ira Levin felt that the film is the single most faithful adaptation of a novel ever to come out of Hollywood. And it was the first time Roman Polanski had ever adapted another writer's work, unaware he had the freedom to improvise off the book.
I'm reading the same IMDb stuff, and Scotty always picks the boring shit to talk about.
I'm just saying it was based on that and stuff. So
it does say Mia Farrow did leave Frank Sinatra to make the film. He served divorce papers while on the set.
Yeah, well, we see who won. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see who won out in that one. Mr. Blue Eyes himself wasn't hurting. I mean, the man rigged like 2 presidential elections probably after this movie was made. Mm-hmm. He's behind the Illuminati.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't think we can get into all that right now.
But no, I'll give it. It was shot well. I thought the acting was good for 1968. Like, I don't know if people, it sounds like bad, but I can't really think of like any incredibly jaw-dropping movies from the 60s that like, oh my God, the acting in this movie. Like, this was pretty good. This is pretty good acting in this movie.
It was like a different time.
It was pretty, acting.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a generational thing.
It reminds me of Psycho almost, like the acting in Psycho.
And it wasn't, and the acting is more, it's not as like natural as it is nowadays. A good example, the guy, his name's Alicia Cook. And it is a guy. He was in Salem's Lot and House on Haunted Hill. He plays the guy.
Yes, he plays the realtor.
Yeah. Basically showing them around.
And Salem's Lot.
My perception of him in this film was that he was totally overacting, which I think he was. But he's like been in a shit ton of movies and is a veteran actor and is just a product of the time. So I think that was just sort of normal around then.
Yeah.
I there's parts of this movie to where like I kind of enjoyed some of the overacting. I kind of enjoyed the overly obnoxious neighbors. I really enjoyed the over the top New York accent. I mean, these were like people that were probably from New York and have lived in New York, and they're just really selling the New York accent.
Yeah. If that lady
then there was a lot of like restraint. Like Mia Farrow is asleep through this movie. Except for the parts when she's just ballistically screaming, and you're just like, "Holy shit!" Like, I gotta turn the TV down. Like the volume, like the volume broke when she's like, "They took him! they took my baby. And they're like, no, dear, your baby died. Mm-hmm. Take this pill. Oh.
Yeah. But
Okay, take this pill. Don't mess your milk up.
But it all happened
like,
once
what are you doing with the milk? I'm throwing it away. Oh.
Why can I put the spoon in it?
Cool. Jesus Christ.
But it all happened. She was all, like uppity and full of energy, and then she cut her hair, and then all went to hell. I mean, even
she looked so bad with that hair.
Even Guy, her husband, said, "You don't look awful. It's just that haircut looks awful. That's the worst decision you've ever made."
Yeah,
that's probably why Frank left her.
Yeah. Since she did the haircut.
He was a pretty good actor.
Yeah,
Guy Woodhouse.
I thought it was weird how he, she gets drugged with the moose, and then they wake up the next morning and she has the scratches, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I already trimmed my nails," and she's like, "Well, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, I still couldn't pass up baby night, and it's sort of a necrophilia. It sort of turned me on."
I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
The note I put is raped her. No biggie.
Yeah. I was a little wasted too.
One of the best parts of that whole thing is like the guy is really, I mean, he's doing a good job. I'll give him that. Like he's doing a good job. He's selling it. But like he's selling the fact like he's so nervous, like you could tell he's full of shit. And again, Mia Farrow's like, "Huh. Okay." It's like, no. Yeah. Like a woman, like no, like
tell your husband, you fucking asshole, you just raped me.
There's something wrong with this. It just, I mean, it is. There's a part
60s.
of it. There's part of it to me. Yeah, there's a part of me that's like it's the 60s. There's also part of me that's like, it's the 60s, right? Like powerful women and da 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 da, and like she's just like, yeah, I was raped. I had a dream I was raped. No, it's okay,
by
honey,
the devil.
Because I was the one
you
that
were.
raped you.
I actually raped you.
Yeah, I'm the devil.
Well, never mind. Then do you need me to starch your shirts now, honey, or whatever? It's just such a weird thing. Like, I like the Devil's Advocate did it. Kind of like it had kind of a weird, like, hey, Keanu, you need to bang your hot sister to make the devil's son or something. Like that kind of, I don't know. That was kind of like, oh, okay, that's believable because she's hot. I could deal with that. It just, there's a part of me. It's like, I mean, Mia Farrow is not really worth all this trouble, is it? Like, are we really gonna go through all this trouble from Mia Farrow?
Yeah,
I guess so.
I mean, she had to act like sick and stuff because obviously they were. She had that smelly little necklace around her neck, and they were giving her the. That shake
filled with balled up human poop.
Yep, balled up human poop. And then the old Minnie annoying lady kept giving her that shake. Which I'm sorry, if two old ladies came to my apartment and just let themselves in and started knitting on my couch, like get the fuck out of my house. Like I would never let them in the first place.
Rob, I have to correct you that. Polanski is not Judd Crandall because Polanski was charged with the rape of a young woman.
I saw that.
13-year-old woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Crandall's just
he has a record.
into young boys.
Yes.
I mean, yes, but I mean, Judd Crandall is like an interpretation.
This says Samantha charged with raping the Samantha girl in Jack Nicholson's Beverly Hills home while Nicholson was vacationing in Colorado. How do you get inside Jack Nicholson's house while he's vacationing?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they're like friends.
Why do you just choose Jack Nicholson's house?
I mean, I suppose that after that, Jack Nicholson changed the locks.
Yeah, he must have.
No, Roman, you're not allowed.
Jack Nicholson was actually suggested to Roman Polanski for being in this movie. I'm assuming playing the playing the part of Guy.
I gave him a key, and he raped a girl in my house. So
yeah,
it's not my fault.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I guess.
Jack.
Yeah, I guess Jack Nicholson didn't get the part because he has had a slightly sinister appearance for Guy, so it ruled him out.
That would have been good.
Oh, he would have beat the shit out of Mia Farrow a few times, and the neighbors.
Who's the guy that played Guy? What's his name? John Cassavetes.
Yes.
Do you guys recognize him from anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, he died when he was 59 years old. That's too bad. 59. 1989 he died.
John Lennon was murdered out front of this building where they filmed this.
Oh, really?
Isn't this the? No, it's not the Iron side. I can't remember the name. I do remember. It's a very famous building.
Yeah, it's called. Damn it! I just had it. Where the fuck is it? The Dakota.
The Dakota, yes.
The Dakota is what it's called. Yes.
Yeah, John Cassavetes actually has a long resume. The Dirty Dozen, 1967.
Ooh, I didn't really catch this, but Rosemary's Baby was born June 6, 1966. 666.
Ooh. Wait, so there was actually a Rosemary's Baby?
No.
No.
In the film.
Oh, I see.
666.
I see.
It's just so disturbing.
Yes. Oh, see, this was another one that had a ton of buildup and then just blew its wad like all at once in the end. I mean, maybe it seemed like it was all at once because the movie was so long, but I don't like the whole 3/4 of it or 2/3 of it is just like a love story with a couple and an odd couple living across from them.
I would have liked to see more. I don't know. Thrilling stuff going on towards the beginning. I mean, I guess you get the girl that jumps from like the window, and then you get the whole vision scene while she's dreaming. But just a little bit more. Yeah, I would have spread it out a little bit. You know.
Rosemary's she's got a little Leo DiCaprio in her because she actually ate the turkey liver or chicken liver.
She ate the chicken liver.
Even though she's a vegetarian.
And she is a vegetarian. I thought that looked like cranberry to me.
Yeah, I thought it was cranberry too.
But I guess it was liver.
I did not understand that at the time. I was like, what is she? Is that cranberry sauce?
And then she looked at herself with blood all over herself. I mean, she was supposed to be acting sick and stuff. So I guess she did. She pulled it off pretty good. But
yeah.
But yeah, all white and exactly what Rob said. She looked like an alien. But they made her
sort of look like an alien.
But they made her. I mean, she just should never chop the hair off. She looked pretty good with the hair.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's just a very. It's a strange movie in a way that's what they're going for. They're going for a strange, dreadful mystique feel, which I think it does. But again, I mean, I don't know. I'm not very familiar with a lot of these. I'm not very familiar with the 60s. Like, there's a big gap. You got Hitchcock and all this stuff, late 50s, early 60s. And then you get into all, like, the crazy stuff, like, in the 70s. Like, Cannibal Holocaust, and then, of course, you know, the 80s and everything else. Like, this movie does a good job, I think, for 1968 of pulling off this dread, but it's like just constant dread for 2 solid hours for that little, and even like the reveal is super slow. You know, she hears the baby crying, and then if I can remember right, because I didn't finish the end of the movie, but I had seen it, she like finds like, isn't there like a door that leads into another apartment from her apartment, and they're like all in there chanting over the baby or something? Isn't that like more or less how this rolls?
Yeah, I mean, there's a door from Mia Farrow's apartment that goes into
secret door in the closet
that goes into Minnie and Roman Castavet's apartment, and she like peeks through the window, the like door whatever lock thing. And then she sneaks in there. The keyhole, yes. And then she goes in there with a knife, and they're all having a party and celebrating the son of Satan has been born.
I was hoping she would like slit some throats or stab somebody.
I thought she was going to kill the baby.
Yeah, well, I thought that. I thought maybe she's going to kill Roman when he was up close to her.
Yeah, me too. She had the knife.
And then thought maybe she's going to kill the baby.
See, and then
does she do anything? Like how does it? How does it exactly end?
No, she just walks up to the baby and starts rocking it, and then they all gather around. I think they were like chanting, and basically they're
cool with it. Like, she's cool with it. She's like, I got my baby back. We're good.
She's just gonna raise it.
Well, Minnie, the old annoying lady, tells Rosemary that she should be honored to be the woman chosen to bear the child for Satan, and then she like sits there. The old like other like bigger lady that has the big glasses on is like shaking the carriage like really fast. She's like, you can't shake it that way. And then Rosemary goes to the cradle and gently rocks it. And then with a small smile on her face, she like is reluctant and like accepts it. Kind of, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then that's how it ends. But then the very beginning, the apartment the guy and Rosemary live in, all this stuff has happened, and the old lady died, and there's like a chest that blocks the closet off that goes into Roman's and Minnie's apartment or whatever apartment they were in. So I wonder what
She just wanted her privacy.
There was shit going on before they even moved in.
Roman
too.
was sneaking in and fingering her.
And I mean, and I assume that for the most part that the witches or the Satanists or whatever, they like cornered Guy, and they were like, look, he's like a actor, he's like Mr. Yamaha or something, and they're like, look, if you like let my buddy Frank, who he's told us, now hear me out, he's told us that he's the devil, Frank. If you let us like roofie the shit out of your wife and let Frank go to town while me and all of my other retirees just kind of hang around and just kind of jerk each other off while making loose eye contact with one another, then we can like get you a gig on like a soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like, yep. I mean, I don't remember them ever going into detail. Like Guy was ever like, well, I mean, I'll entertain this idea, but like, show me your power. Because, I mean, I guess they did. Did the guy go blind before he let his wife get like a train ran on her?
Was that before? I'm trying to think.
Because if it wasn't before, I'm thinking like, dude, you really like screwed your wife. Like, I mean, like man, like
went blind.
You were desperate.
I think he went blind. Before it happened, I think he went blind.
Okay, well, maybe,
and then her husband got the part.
Deal. Maybe that was the deal. Like, look, I'll let this happen if you do something to this one guy who got the part that I wanted. But even then, that's not really like a show of their power.
Yeah. So
like the guy went blind. They could have like paid a homeless man $20 to like throw boiling water in the guy's face.
Yeah.
Like this has got like pyramid scam written all over it. And I really doubt that the condo or the homeowners association would be okay with any of this
all
stuff
this
happening.
chanting and stuff. So then the neighbors must have given him the chocolate pudding that didn't have the shit in it, and she ate and then Guy knew the whole time.
He was the one they told him, and he decided.
He's like, okay, hurry up and eat this, and he got mad at her for not eating it, and then she ate it.
But yeah,
he was that was a real gamble. Like, you know, like he's been kind of a D to her for a while, and she's all upset, and then that was like a real gamble to get her to attempt to eat the rest. Of the pudding by just being an absolute ass. You know, she could have just like, you know, that shit doesn't fly with my wife. I you know what I mean? You can't be like a dick to your wife for like a month. And then here the neighbors made chocolate pudding and her be like, you know, oh, I don't like it. Okay, damn. What a bitch, right? Like this woman that we both say we can't stand brought you chocolate Jello pudding, and you're just like, I don't know. My wife would have been like, she would have thrown this shit across the table. I'd have been sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. I don't think it was chocolate Jello pudding.
But then again, here's like Mia Farrow, like, oh, you're right, dear. It's just, I don't know. It's just so weird. I kind of wanted something else. I kept like what you were saying, like, she didn't even flip out at the end and like murder these people. Like, what are they going to do if you murder them?
See a rampage.
Like, what are they going to call the cops? They stole your baby. You've got every right to go in there and murder them. And she's just like, oh, there he is. And then secondly, the other part about this too is like, I understand it's her child, but it's the son of the devil, more or less. Yeah, like,
and he looks weird.
You could have other kids, you know.
I wanted to see
just
the
like
baby.
The guy said.
I wanted to see the baby.
The baby.
What the fuck?
She had like a horrifying look on her face, and we never got to see the baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it. That would have been like. spooky, scary part. Oh my God! Speaking of spookiness,
spooky right up my
scary
anal
part.
cavity.
Oh my God!
That means it's time for the
Horror
halftime.
Yes.
We do have a winner this week. I know I'm pretty positive it's a repeat, but that's okay. I think it's the first repeat, and I just love the meme so much. So our winner is Robin Party.
Robin Party.
Dude, old enough to party.
Heck yes.
Robin, you win for your skeleton on the couch meme. Waiting for Bruce Campbell in Intruder like.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Great memes this week from everyone, guys.
So shoot us a message on the page. I probably sent you a shirt already, but I don't know. Let me know what I already sent you, and I'll send you something different. And I probably still have your address, but you might have to remind me. So yeah, shoot us a message, and you are the horror freak of the week.
We had some more superimposed with me and Rob there.
A lot of good memes, a lot of good participation from everybody.
Guys.
Freddie Torres killed it, rocked it with his memes. Shout out to David Martin for the fucking boxing game, image. What the hell is that from? Knockout or whatever, Rob?
Yeah, that's from Knockout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. Got a lot of us on there. Thanks for that. And just being awesome. All you guys are just fucking awesome. Shout out to Aaron Garcia for the Cult Classic Horror Elite shirts that we launched in the store. And a few of you guys have bought already. So awesome. Thank you, Aaron Garcia. Get one of those and you're instantly an elite.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this right now, you're already an elite. So that's all there is to it. By the way, we don't plug the store enough. The shirts are there, but you can just go there and get a ton of other shirts too. Cult Classic Horror logo shirts, podcast logo shirts. Also, just awesome designed shirts from films and stuff that we've had some designers do. So go check it out at cultclassichorror.com.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife just came in and she brought me pumpkin spice vape.
Oh, it's 'tis the season. It's fall, baby.
You're such a white girl.
That's so good.
I am.
I thought you were going to say pumpkin spice latte or something.
Or pie, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh, no. I got pumpkin. I got lung candy.
I didn't know
pumpkin pie lung candy.
I didn't know they made pumpkin spice vape.
Yeah, they
flavor.
do.
Wow.
It smells so good. It's from...
That's awesome.
Danish Vapor Brands.
All right, well, that concludes the horror halftime.
Got the wiener tingles.
Nice.
Anyways, I just realized Mia Farrow was the nanny in the remake of The Omen.
Yes, that's right. She was.
So It's like she's dealing with the Antichrist again, although Damien wasn't all ugly looking like apparently Rosemary's Baby is.
Yeah, we never got to see the Rosemary's Baby, though. That's right. She's older Mia Farrow there.
Yeah, isn't she in Four Christmases too? Is that her? Or is
that's not her. That's she looks like her.
Yeah,
that's
who is
not
that?
Her.
I forgot her name.
That's you're gonna have to look it up.
It's not Jane Fonda.
Gwyneth
right?
Paltrow.
No, it's not Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, it's
You don't know if it's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Not. I forgot.
Barbara Streisand.
No. Have you even seen Four Christmases?
That's the one with Tim Allen.
It's Sissy Spacek.
No.
Sissy Spacek.
That's what it is.
From Carrie.
Yeah. It's the one with Vince Vaughn and
Reese Witherspoon, Robert Duvall, John Favreau.
Yeah, come on now.
John Voight.
I know you knew that, Rob. You're just saying shit.
I don't know who this Favreau character
is. Are you talking
one.
about the Santa Claus with Tim Allen? Huh?
No, the one with Tim Allen.
Yeah, the Santa Claus.
No, not that one. That one's for children. The one isn't Jamie Lee Curtis in that with him?
That's I know which one you're talking about.
Oh my God!
Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks. Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the one
with the Cranks. That's
Jamie
what
Lee
it
Curtis.
Is. Their
Tim
daughter.
Allen.
They're gonna go. They're not gonna have a Christmas celebration, and they're being all grumpy and they're not putting out decorations. But then their daughter's coming home, so they have to like last minute throw the party together and all their decorations and shit. And their neighbor is like Dan Aykroyd or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that is Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah. Is that what you're thinking of, Rob?
Yes, it's good.
It's a good movie. We watched it a couple years ago.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Roman Polanski actually wanted his wife, Sharon Tate, to play Rosemary, but that didn't happen.
Sharon Tate was murdered by on the command of Charles Manson.
The followers of Charles Manson, 1 year after this movie was
allegedly. Allegedly.
So yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah.
Nice little fun fact. So fun.
Yeah, there was
why are y'all like bringing the room down, man? This movie was bad enough.
This movie was not that
Wasn't
bad.
that bad. I liked it.
Rob, you hate movies.
I don't hate movies.
He didn't like Intruder. He didn't like Littlest Reich. He doesn't like this movie.
No. I said I liked Littlest Reich. There was parts of Littlest Reich that I did not like, and the fact that they went off and killed Thomas Lennon's girlfriend for no particular reason whatsoever was highly upsetting to me.
She has short hair.
He deserves love. He deserves love. He's a good man.
And what was wrong with, and only because Bruce Campbell had a cameo in Intruder, you hate the whole movie now.
It was not good.
It was some of like the best effects. It was badass.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
Just stop.
It was good.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that like the Leprechaun probably had better effects.
I haven't really watched The Leprechaun in ages.
It's been a long time.
You can't bill a movie with Bruce Campbell. Oh my
The
god!
effects were amazing. They were way better.
The effects were good, but you can't. I'm waiting for Bruce Campbell. I probably would have liked the movie if Bruce Campbell was not even on the cover of it. If Bruce Campbell was never mentioned at all.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I would have liked it.
They definitely fucked us over there.
The one that I watched didn't have him on the cover.
Yeah. There's
go.
a bunch of different covers. So,
anyways, Mia Farrow does
Jerk me off with sandpaper and tell me it's silk. I know the difference.
What?
you were saying?
Well, can't Danny Hicks combined with Sam Raimi,
my God.
combined
We're
with
not
Ted
doing that
Raimi,
movie. We're doing Rosemary's
make
Baby.
up for Bruce Campbell's absence?
Sam Raimi as an actor?
Here we go, guys. I'm sorry. We can't get this back on
cannot make
track.
up for Bruce
I'm so
Campbell's
sorry for these guys.
And
I said the combination of all three.
No, and then also the worst part about this movie, the Intruder movie, is one, they bill it as a Bruce Campbell Sam Raimi movie, as in Sam Raimi directing, Bruce Campbell acting. And then Sam Raimi probably did direct this movie.
Well, yeah.
But then
look
here
at the camera
comes this like Steven Spielberg guy
Scott
or whatever.
Spiegel.
Yeah, that one. Then he's like,
who helped on Evil Dead?
This movie was built on a tower of lies.
All right,
let's get back to this movie. So
Mia Farrow actually walked in front of traffic while Roman Polanski followed her with a handheld camera.
And she didn't want to do it.
Bruce Campbell wasn't an intruder.
She didn't want to. She didn't want to walk in front of traffic but then. Since Polanski said no one's going to hit a pregnant woman, so the scene was successfully shot with Farrow walking and into real traffic, operating the one-held camera. So he assured that she would not get hurt.
One of Stanley Kubrick's favorite films.
It was
Rosemary's Baby.
That says a lot.
So it says here, Frank Sinatra demanded her to forego her career, and
why not Intruder just say that it was a Stanley Kubrick movie? They could have just.
That's what I just said. I said that Sinatra got
5 minutes on the set. He could have been an extra in the background, and they could have gave him top billing. It's just ridiculous. The whole thing is just.
Kubrick just loved Rosemary's Baby.
No, but I was saying
his son.
But Mia Farrow. In effort to salvage her relationship with Sinatra, Farrow asked executive producer Robert Evans to release her from the contract for this movie. But then he persuaded her to remain with the project after showing her an hour-long rough cut and assuring she would receive an Academy Award nomination. Farrow did not receive an Academy Award nomination, but stayed with the film. And obviously the cast was thankful for that. This movie did receive a lot of awards, though.
See, I read that whole thing and just told you that Sinatra got divorced from Farrow because of the movie.
Yeah, but
I don't think we needed all the extra
but then
stuff.
they salvaged.
I did
just all
like
boring.
the extra part because
I was
that
talking about
guy-
the Academy Award.
that guy that convinced her, that guy,
Robert
was
Evans.
He was like, no, Mia, you don't need Frank. You don't need like at the time, probably like one of the most powerful celebrities in the world. You don't need Frank. You're going to win an Oscar for this movie. And she was like, okay, this guy's like the ultimate salesman. Like, that's ingenious. It's like, no, Mrs. Gates, you don't need Bill anymore.
Right?
We're going to film this movie about demonic baby snatchers. Yeah, the runtime's a little long. I personally would like to see it cut at 18 and a half hours, but we're going to just do like a 4-hour edit. And then we're going to like grind it down to 2 hours and 10 minutes of you walking around naked with like superimposed ocean scenes and floating beds and shit. And you're going to win an Oscar. And she was like,
all right.
Sure, sounds legit.
How many
Sounds
nipple
good.
shots do you need? I'm on board.
Weren't they weird? They were like
They
were
just
like
were
puffy. They were puffy, like they were strange.
I'm surprised that I think it's a lot less common nowadays for popular actresses to show their titties. I think back.
I mean, was she like a real popular actress?
Well,
or was
I mean,
just
she
Frank
was
Sinatra's
known.
wife?
I think she was a known actress.
I mean, the only thing I've ever known her for is this movie.
Well, what I was going to say before is that she does the vocals on the lullaby in the beginning, and it sort of was connecting with me because I watched a making of 20-minute thing on this movie.
You like weird happy vocals in your
No,
art.
and she in the making of she was like painting her trailer with like love and peace, and she's all dancing around it and shit like a hippie, and I can just totally see her like hippieing out, going la 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 la. However it goes, I don't know how it goes.
Okay, well, she started her career in 1959 for an uncredited role. Then in 1964, she did Guns at Bastasi.
What does that lullaby remind you? It reminds me of a different movie. Is it Amityville?
Yeah, Amityville
I think it's
does
Amityville.
the la 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 la. Just like that.
You're horrible at reading. That sounds nothing like anything I've ever heard.
It sounds just like Amityville. It sounds just like.
No, I
Well,
need to
she
hear
basically
actual
did
audio
like
on that.
she did like nothing. Then she was in a television series. Oh, she did Peyton Place. Yeah,
And
which is
that and
I don't-
Guns at Bastasi was like the big things, I guess, that kind of shot her career off.
And then she did Rosemary's Baby and David Donatello Award for Best Foreign Actress, whatever the hell that means.
The Ninja Turtle?
And she shared it with Barbara Streisand, so that doesn't count. And she got nominated for a Golden Globe, so I don't see any Oscars on here.
Yeah.
Should have stuck with Frank.
Well, the girl, the Ruth Gordon, who played the annoying neighbor, won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Oh. And it was Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay, not nominee. They got a bunch of Golden Globes and BAFTA winners and stuff for it. So it was definitely received very well with the media and received a lot of good feedback. $3.2 million budget. Box office was $33.4 million. So that's pretty good. Paramount Pictures.
Wait, what's the box office?
$3.2 million.
But wasn't the budget like...
No. Sorry.
Budget was 3.2.
Budget was 3.2. Box office was 33.4 million.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It was good. It was just, like you said, it was long, but it kept me in. But if I were to watch it right away again, it would probably be pretty boring.
There's a 4-hour miniseries.
I did see that with Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana. That 2016? 2014.
I might check that out. I don't know.
For some reason, Zoe Saldana only turns me on when she's green.
No, I don't think so.
Green.
No, I mean,
you mean
when she's
Guardians
in
of the
the
Galaxy.
Guardian of the Galaxy or
Guardians, I mean,
or
she's
blue
not-
in Avatar?
She's not bad looking, but when she's painted green, there's something about Zoe
Maybe
Saldana.
you have a secret passion, or
No, I mean, because Avatar didn't do it for me in the blue.
maybe
but,
you have an attraction to aliens. When they come down here, you'll.
well,
you
no,
know.
because I mean, Mia Farrow looked like an alien. Oh God.
But what if she was?
Maybe Frank was going to divorce her anyway. I think Frank could have
But
done much
what if
better.
she was green?
Not with that hair. I mean, it's just. Oh God, it's just so strange.
I don't know.
I
think
think
this movie.
It was God.
This movie could have been better if you would have.
It was an hour and 30 minutes.
Well, if you would have cut a lot of the beginning or middle stuff out,
Yeah.
and then if you would have added 10 minutes to the end where she literally tries to kill everyone in the room, escapes covered in blood, and then kills the Dr. Hill guy.
I thought Dr. Hill was in on it because he seemed just so. He just had that weird vibe during that scene, but then he thought she was crazy and obviously got
Should
the
have
other
knifed
doctor.
him right in the asshole.
Who is one of the characters in there like the ringleader or the devil? Or like was
Dr.
the devil
Sarpenstein?
or was the devil just like the random eyes? Like I'm trying to remember.
Well, I think the eyes were the devil. I just
Clay
read
Tanner
something.
as the devil.
Yeah, but yeah,
Who was he though? Was he one of the doctors or one of the neighbors?
yeah. Well, the guy playing the devil's name was Clay Tanner. No, I think he was just him, and that
Random?
scene was it. It was just that they
Okay.
brought him up from hell for that one part.
Is she ready? Yes, Lord Satan.
Yes,
she
he is ready to take her. It said that during the rape scene, the devil played by Clay Tanner was completely naked, and had his makeup on and everything, and the contact lenses, and spent hours grinding on top of her while they were shooting the rape
Lucky
scene.
man.
And after they were done, he got up, shook her hand, and just said, it was a pleasure working with you. She's like, thank you. So
Yeah, I mean, you never really even saw him. I mean, you just
No.
saw his hands,
Saw hands and
his
eyes.
eyes, and that was it. So him grinding on her was just good for him because never was even filmed. She was probably
You know
pissed
what?
about it. Mia
You know
Farrow
what?
was.
Good for Clay Tanner. Good for him, right?
Good old,
You know,
good old CT.
it was a wonderful opportunity for him.
yes. You don't always just get to dry hump an alien over and over.
This is definitely like before the whole rape allegations and everything with Polanski. I just honestly think he's just an insufferable douchebag. Like in this movie, just kind of sums it up. Like it had good stuff, but like if it was an hour 30, and they would have gave you like what Danny said, like if Mia would have found the room, gone in there, has the knife, and like just grabbed like a bottle off of like the bar in there and just smashed it on the floor to get their attention and just went full rampage mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the end of the movie is either like her with the baby or like her locked up for like a 25 person massacre. That would have been awesome.
I wish there was a
all better.
rampage with that knife at the very end, like you were saying, and blood and God dang it. But
And you just see all these old people with the look of like, oh shit in their eyes. Like this wasn't even a contingency.
Tackle
plan.
her.
Like, oh man, like we didn't think that like this woman that we like raped, tortured, abused, all these things like was going to snap and kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like goes just full berserker mode.
Yeah,
And
like-
just
That would've been
kills
awesome.
It'd be like, I spit on your grave style or something. Just
Oh,
goes
yeah.
back and just, yeah.
she kind of went berserk when they trapped her at the Dr. Hill's office and then brought her back to, and then she like went up the elevator and locked them out and started screaming, and then the doctor gave her the shot that
Yeah.
sedated her. But yeah,
She
other
was
than
all
that,
for like pills and shots.
yeah,
They're
she
like,
was
look,
hiding
honey,
the pills.
you're just upset. Here, have a shot. She's like,
Take a
okay.
pill. Take a pill.
The whole last sequence at the very end kept me pretty captivated. Though I was like, "Dang, what's gonna happen?" I didn't know what was gonna happen, and it was actually really good.
When I was watching the making of, Polanski with his thick European accent was definitely commenting. It was just a very What
It's his first American film.
like hippie-ish, dramatic, like too dramatic. You know, him commenting, "It was a pleasure working with Mia Farrow, and I don't tell the actors what to do right away, and they just do the thing, and she just knew what to do, and she's just sitting here like, he's such a genius. He just knew exactly what he was doing, and the vision was, you know, it's just like, oh God, shut the fuck up."
Yeah. Jeez.
And then, but he didn't get along with John Cassavetes. I guess he's quoted as saying that he's a huge pain in the ass, and because John wanted to do things more free, you know, his way and more improv style, and Roman Polanski had a specific vision for every little part of every little detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like
Should have
John.
Nicholson or Robert Redford was up for it too. See.
Yeah, but I mean, they were like, "No, we're good." Like, I'm sure after they sat down and spoke with Roman Polanski for 10 minutes, they were like, "Yeah, you're a douchebag."
Yeah, it's not the actor's fault.
Yamaha had a product placement, and they even gave Roman Polanski and John Cassavetes free scooters for showcasing their products in the movie.
Nice.
Little
I
scooters.
thought Cassavetes did a good job though.
Yeah. He reminds me of our friend Fernando.
Yeah, maybe
Fernando.
older Fernando.
Yeah, he looks like him.
Yeah, he kind of has the accent. Well, I guess not
too
as
much the
thick as
accent. It's just
not as thick.
Just old. Just looks like him.
I guess the producer William Castle got a lot of hate mail for people who were angry at him for bringing the devil back into the world again.
Yeah, they thought it was real.
Yep.
I have no idea if that's true.
Entertainment Weekly voted this the 10th scariest film of all time.
That's bullshit. This film wasn't scary whatsoever, but it was just it got interesting at the end.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely was kept me, like interested for sure.
Yeah.
It's more of a thriller mystery.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it. I mean, it is a horror, but it's just so much of it isn't horror. Like, it's so long, and really only the last 30 minutes or so.
Yeah,
really have to do with horror.
At the end of the book, I guess the coven gathers around her, and they all are shouting, "Hail Rosemary! Hail Rosemary!" We really missed that in this movie.
See, that was another.
Dude, come on, man! It's funny.
Hail Rosemary!
Hail the chosen one!
I mean,
it's you who falls from the skies to save us.
That was just them sucking up to her.
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever happened to her husband? Did he ever get rich and famous? And
there is a sequel. There is a sequel. I forgot what it's called. It's called what the fuck is it called? Something Rosemary's Baby, and he's like famous in it, and it's the boy all grown up, Andy. So maybe he looks normal, and he's supposed to look like Jesus in it. And I think that they both die in it.
Oh, well, wonderful.
And the husband and Rosemary. Oh, it's called Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby, 1976.
That's kind of a weak title.
That's a horrible title. It's like, it reminds me of Look Who's Talking Now.
Yeah, Look Who's Talking Now, and like Look Who's Talking Now 2.
Yeah. Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby.
Such a bad title.
They didn't really like have like a brainstorming session.
No, Patty Duke plays Rosemary in the sequel, and I don't know if David Cassavetes still reprises the role or not. He probably does because doesn't have much going on.
Yeah, I don't think he's too busy.
So yeah, but he does die in it. It says. I don't know that I'll be watching that one.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a good one-off right here. Do we have any plans for? Well, next week.
I still like this one.
Ty is absolutely begging us to do the Stepford Wives.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I heard that's good.
He's been working on that one for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if we should just give in and just do that one next week.
Stepford Wives.
I do have some one-offs that I specifically want to hit while we're doing some one-offs. If you guys want to know, and I don't know what order or if we're going to hit them all, but. I do want to do The Burning. I've never seen The Burning, and I want to do that.
I've never seen The Burning either.
I know it's not really a one-off, but I want to do House and House 2.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a few others, too, that I was just looking at.
What's the one?
We are in October. I mean, we need to put some good thought into this.
People there's still Scream. We could do Scream series at some point. We have to do it at some point.
We have to hit like Leprechaun. We have to hit. How many Leprechauns are there? Too many.
Oh God, there's a lot.
I don't want to get myself into one of those again.
No, we just got out of. We just left Puppet Master. I don't want to go
know.
back down that K hole.
No,
again.
I just want to. We should. Maybe we'll revisit it because you weren't around, Rob, and we didn't do the sequels. We could do all three Reanimators technically. We could do Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator, and then there is this third one, right? Isn't there?
I think so.
Yeah, I think there is. So
Yeah.
But the thing is, we already did Halloween. We've already done all the Halloween.
We did do all the Halloweens. Yes. Last October. We'll discuss it. Maybe we'll give in to Ty. The one thing is that next 2 weeks I will be in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Oh, you're going down to Mexico?
Mexico, yep. And so I think I should have Wi-Fi, and maybe we should just try and record while I'm there, and But just a forewarning, if there's any technical difficulties, we'll announce it in the group, and we'll release a couple interviews or something. So we did interview someone yesterday, 2 days ago. So keep an eye out for that coming up. It's a pretty good independent horror film called Spiral. We're going to release an interview.
Oh, yeah.
It releases on October 16th, so we're going to release the interview on the 16th, and Ty's doing a review on the blog that he'll release too. And it'll be available on Amazon and iTunes on October 16th. Pretty good. A trippy, really psychological, trippy horror movie.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty good.
Cool.
Anyways, I think that wraps up Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, Rosemary's. I liked it. It's definitely a classic.
Yeah.
It was a very well done movie.
Yep. So yeah, let's.
Michael Butler, Rick asked if we would do funny games.
Is that technically a horror? I guess it
kind of. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's just as much of a horror as this movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
and
true.
it's not 3 hours. It's not 4.5 hours long.
There's a little more horror in it.
We also, when we were doing like sections, like the werewolf section, we missed Dog Soldiers. We didn't do like the haunting when we did the haunted house sections, right? We
did the haunting.
Did we do the haunting?
No,
I think we did.
we did House on Haunted Hill.
I think we did. Did we do Legend of Hell House?
Yeah, we did Legend of Hell House, House on Haunted Hill. I don't think we did the haunting.
I don't think we did either.
Anyways, just there's a few options. There's a lot of options actually, but yeah. So anyways, what did you watch?
What
Did I watch anything this week? What'd you watch?
I watched Hotel Transylvania.
That's not a horror movie.
I know, it was very funny, but it's Halloweeny, so it's 'tis the month. October. Here we are.
It is Halloweeny. I didn't watch any horror movies because Shannon wanted to watch. Because Shannon was watching a movie with me, so that's why I couldn't.
Yeah, that's the reason Liz watched
movie.
it with me, and she wanted to watch it. So,
well, what did you and Shannon?
Very
watch?
funny.
We watched the Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba and Kate Winslet.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, they like crash land a plane in the mountains, and there you got to try and survive. It's pretty good.
Survival.
It's pretty good. It was good. Actually, it was really good.
Was it good?
Originally, it was going to be Fassbender and Margot Robbie. Then they dropped out. Then it was going to be Charlie Hunnam, my boy, and Rosamund Pike.
Then they dropped out.
And it ended up being Idris Elba and Kate Winslet, who Kate Winslet's not really my favorite.
Yeah,
that's all right.
She's a good actress, but she's a
good actress.
Yeah.
She's just not that attractive.
Not all actresses have to be attractive.
What'd you watch, Rob? Oh, I also watched The House, which is Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler.
That looked really funny.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, and Jeremy Renner was like in it for a little while.
I want to see that movie Tag, where Jeremy Renner and all of his friends play a game of tag. I hadn't seen that yet.
I heard mixed responses about that, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I just because Shannon watched both times with me, I didn't watch any horror. So I watched this movie and I watched that Spiral that we did the interview for. So those were my two horror movies this
Hotel
week.
Transylvania and Spiral for me. Anything for you, Rob?
I watched Evil Dead 2013.
Yes.
Greatest.
It's still good.
So
it's
awesome.
still so
I have it on
awesome.
Blu-ray.
Likewise.
Last week I watched that crazy Nicolas Cage movie that was really good.
Yeah, you already said that.
I watched Ernest Scared Stupid, which is you have to watch Ernest Scared Stupid. It's Halloween.
Ernest.
It's October. It's so good.
Another very Halloweeny movie.
I watched Hocus
Goody.
Pocus.
Already?
Oh yeah, and Bette Midler is just hot.
I gotta watch that closer to Halloween. It's a great one though.
Focus anytime. And I mean that's honestly really it. I watched a whole bunch of kind of getting in the mood for October movies. I watched Halloween part. I did go back and revisit Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Don't just keep it to yourself.
It still sucks. It's still awful. It's a terrible movie.
I watched another episode of
the
The
original
Punisher.
Halloween.
Well, I watched another episode of The Punisher. Just want to put that in there.
There's only one Punisher, and that's Dolph Lundgren.
No.
Lundgren.
John Bernthal's a
Lundgren.
fucking badass.
Bernthal's
Dude,
badass.
he's got big ears. You can't be intense with big
He looks
ears.
a little funky, but he's a badass. He's a badass. He's a badass.
No, I just can't do it. It's just not there. It's Dolph Lundgren or bust.
Thomas Jane.
I did like Thomas Jane's Punisher for sure. That and they shot it in Tampa, so it was kind of
Nice. Right in your back alley.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just kind of went through and watched a whole bunch of the classics. I watched Friday the 13th Part 6.
When were you watching all these movies?
Jeez.
Well,
all this time on your
just,
hands.
Honestly, it was kind of in the background. I cut them on and it kind of just gets you in the mood. It's October.
Yeah, you just have them playing.
Kind of honestly, I didn't even watch all or much of Halloween Part 1, but honestly, it was on Amazon. I was like, I want to watch that. Just clicked it, and it just was kind of nice to have it, just playing it because you've seen it so many times.
Yeah,
it's like background noise. It's just nice to have.
I will admit
you can still quote it, and it's it gets you in the mood for Halloween.
I will admit, of course, I'm excited to go to Mexico for 2 weeks because it's always awesome. But I am a little bummed. It's during a huge chunk of October when we're Halloweening up and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
love this. I love this time
I'm
of
so
year.
stoked. Start decorating the house.
Yeah, carve some pumpkins, eat some pumpkin seeds.
Liz and I decorated the front of our house. We have a skeleton out there with
I'll probably wait till I get back.
some witch brooms and some.
So I don't want my
plastic
decorations
pumpkins.
blowing away while I'm gone.
Yeah,
I just gotta wait till I get back the 22nd and decorate.
yeah.
And you're coming back right peak Halloween season.
I
I didn't tell everybody, but Kathleen is awesome and got me and Scotty tickets to on Halloween night to see Bruce Campbell at the Oriental here in
The
Denver. In his game show, Last Fan Standing, which I don't really know how that works or how it works or whatever, but all I know is he's the host and it's in Denver on Halloween and we're going.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be cool to see him live.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to meet him.
That'd be awesome.
Never met him.
Fuck yes. I'm going to be wearing my Evil Dead gear or Army Darkness shirts.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Try getting an interview. Huh?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I wonder if the CCH name has
Just take a little snippet.
reached Bruce Campbell yet.
Wear the CCH shirt.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
CCH guys. That'd be awesome.
Anyways, maybe we'll go live while we're there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Bring the Facebook Live out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, guys.
Follow us at Danny Bonin, at Scotty Bonin, at O'Neilio 4 O's
Yep.
on Instagram. At Cult Classic Horror on everything except at CC Horror on Twitter. Patreon.com/Cult Classic Horror to support what we're doing. Really, guys, check out cultclassichorror.com. Check out the store. There's a tab up top. It says shop, and you can. Hold on, I just dropped my pen. There's a tab, and you can
needed
click
that
on
pen.
shop now or shop, and then there's wall canvases. There are shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. It looks like there's only shirts, but if you click on the shirt, it will take you to the product page where then you can choose a hoodie, a tank top, a sweatshirt, a long sleeve, whatever, So check that shit out. All the stuff that is sold on cultclassichorror.com just goes to help, goes towards CCH, goes towards the podcast, goes towards spreading the word, goes towards any films that we're trying to do, which we are working still on one right now. So just go check it out.
Goes towards the brand and just, doing what we love to do and what you guys love to see and stuff. So
Yep. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.